Saturday, everyone. It's Regina from Pampered Soaps. Today I'm going to be making our lavender bath bomb. So this is the mix that we have here. And then of course I have all my wonderful oils, and I have my handy helper to the side over here, the wonderful husband of mine.
Hello.
And we're going to do this here for you guys on this wonderful Saturday. These bath bombs are about 11 ounces, so they're our nice size bath bombs that we have on our website.
They're gonna be a nice size, real nice size.
So we're gonna do this for you live. Hope everybody's staying safe out there with this pandemic. All right, so first things first, we're gonna mix up the baking soda, make sure it's nice and unlumpy. This is just a dry mix that we have. We're not adding any oils or anything yet. My wonderful husband's gonna help me with that in a moment. So I like to go through and just make sure there's no lumps anywhere before I add any of the oils or color to it. So I'm just mixing baking soda and citric acid right now together. Sure it's nice and smooth. There's always a few little lumps that tries to come into play. All right, there we go.
Looks good to me.
All right, the hubby says it looks good, so I guess we're ready for the next part.
Okay,
so we're gonna add a little bit of color. This is lavender, so I want it to be purple. So he's gonna go ahead and add that for me, just a little bit at a time. All righty, let's see what we got. Okay, let's hold right there for a minute. And we're gonna see, starting to turn purple. I like to do these bath bombs where they're not too dark of a purple. So, we're gonna mix.
I think a little bit more.
Well, the expert says a little bit more, so let's do it. Okay, well, don't stop until our ancestors tell us to stop. That's the joke, right?
That's it, right there.
All right.
Good.
So it's starting to be a light purple. And I'm still mixing, and I'm still making sure we don't have any lumps during this process. These are done by hand, so the molds that we use are nice size molds, but they're done by hand, which you'll see in a moment when we get that far along. I know some creators have a hard time with bath bombs, especially making them by hand. All right, so let's see. There we go. What do you think?
That looks good.
Expert says it looks good. All right. Okay. So now that we're happy with the color, now we're going to add our oil. A little bit at a time. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to mix this up a little bit. And then the second one is the Poly 80 that we're going to put in here, and that just helps to not have a ring around the tub. Go ahead. All right. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm going to add the fragrance here. Go for it.
Go for it?
Go for it. Let's get some fragrance in here. Okay.
Smells good.
Smells like lavender. This is actual essential oil that we're using, so we're not using fragrance. We're using essential oil. We don't put fragrance in our bath bombs. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. And then the last part we're going to do is just going to be the witch hazel. Got to spray it and get it good and molded first. as I'm mixing, the hubby will spray a little at a time because it still will fizz up a little bit. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that is.
I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So, but we got to get a good formation before we can actually form the bath bomb. Go ahead, spray some more. Different areas. In the middle. Go ahead. All right.
Okay.
Let me work with that a little bit. Okay, still a little dry. What you want to look for is you want it to be hard, where it can hold a form by itself, which is not quite ready yet. Go for it.
Okay.
Spray some more. Spray a little quicker. All right. There we go.
Smells good.
Thank you. Smells like lavender. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, spray a little bit more. Right in the middle here. Some on that side. Okay. And we're just using witch hazel. I know some people use water. I prefer to use witch hazel. Okay. Just mix all this up.
More.
Give me 1 second. Okay, go for it. All right, we're gonna mix this up and see where we are. Nope, not ready yet. Okay. Go for it. Right in the middle here.
How's that?
It's a work in progress. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. We'll see in a minute. We live in California, so the weather here is a little iffy. Sometimes you have to use more, depending on where you are.
The humidity.
So what I look for, in this case, it just fell apart in my hand, but you want it to be hard where you can kind of poke it before it falls apart. So we're almost there, but not quite ready yet. For this recipe, I like it to be a little bit more firm than most people probably would do for theirs. Okay, great. All right. Now let's see where we are. Okay, let's see. All right, so now it's kind of staying a little bit, and then I'll poke it. All right, I think we're about ready. Don't do it. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more, because sometimes it will try to fool you. All right. Then I'll show you how we mold them up. Okay. So this is the mold that we use. So we're just gonna fill it up in this part here. And I pack it to the top. Make it nice and neat. Don't have to do that, but I do. And then this other one we fill up as well. Okay. And then we take these two and put it together.
Yeah,
And
press it together.
push. This is the hard part. Need some muscle. This is what I usually use him for.
Okay. Yep. There you go.
Just squeeze. We're gonna need a spoon. I need my wonderful husband to get me a spoon to tap it. All right, so I like to mold it a little bit before I take it out. Okay. Then we sit and pull it out like that. Okay. So here I try to move and make sure there is, for the perfect Saturn ring here, so anything around it I try to remove before I take it out, because then it's not so perfect. So we have a little bit here. We're gonna do that. All right. Okay. Spoon, please. Then take the spoon and we just tap.
Tap, 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 tap.
So I tap all the way around it. Just to loosen it up. top.
Nice and soft.
Okay, hold the spoon for me. Then I turn it over. Let's see. Oh, that didn't like me. Okay, we're gonna try this way. Sometimes it will fight with you. So I'm gonna try the top first. Okay. And let's see if the top works a little bit better.
Oh,
So
beautiful. Look at
that's
that.
the top. We're gonna try this bottom part again. Okay, spoon please. Of course, it doesn't always behave like you want it. That is part of the issue of doing bath bombs by hand. Okay, let's see what we did. All right,
Beautiful.
there it is. So, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Nice and big.
Molded it up a little bit. There we go. And then we'll just let it dry for 24 hours. So I'm just going to sit it here for right now.
How many ounces is that?
That is 11 ounces. So big boy.